today I want to share with you my story of venturing into computers. For the last 16 years, I've been dealing in computers, and the journey has been an interesting one. So, 16 years ago, I'd just finished my senior form, and guess what? There's no much knowledge about computers, all phones. I remember the first phone I bought was in 2007, and it was this Chitafari. It was a big phone with a big aerial. Guess what? At school, were only 2 students that had phones. And the teaching staff, there was only one teacher. Actually, he's still there. He's called Teacher Tim Tom Bule. And this teacher is the one who had the phone and the HM. So that's how phones were scarce in 2007. So I had bought a phone, and actually that phone made me look so big at school. So you'd move like as if you're moving in the air just because of having a phone. So in 2008, after a few years, what happened is we started getting phones that could actually access internet. Then in 2009, that is 15 years ago, I got introduced to what we call computers. Like the first computer, my encounter with a computer the first time. Now, what made this encounter so unique is the fact that I was someone who was so passionate about music to an extent that during my school times, I was nicknamed Biniman Zaga, the musician. And even up to now, when I go to the village where I studied from, there are even some people who still think that Biniman was my real name. And that shows you how passionate I was about music. So those days, to listen to music, you'd just use radio. You'd go listen to the radio, listen for your favorite show, listen, and wait for your favorite song. And whenever your favorite song would come, you'd dance, you'd feel so good. So one day, my neighbors bought a computer. And when they bought a computer, I touched it for the first time. Now, what was the most interesting thing is, I was used to playing music using a radio, just hearing music from the radio. But this time, when I played a song using a computer, oh my God, the music was so clear. The songs were so clear. Even the lyrics, which I couldn't hear. Definitely, by that time, I wasn't fluent in Luganda. I knew some English, but I wasn't good in understanding American accents. So, some of the lyrics started being more clearer. And I was like, oh my God, computers play music so clear like this? I was really, really, really astonished. I played the first song. They taught me how to move the mouse and how to play a song. So when I played it, everything was more clear, and I was really astonished. I was really amazed by the experience. So I said, if this is how computers play music, I will need to buy a computer. So that was my journey, and I worked hard. And in the next few months, I had already raised money to buy a computer. So I went to Kampala, bought my first computer set. It was a Pentium 3. It was a white computer, and I loved it a lot. So when I brought it, I started learning how to use it slowly by slowly, playing music, what. Then after a few years, that's when I started a business. I called it Vincent Computers. So at that business, we're basically doing what? They call it cutting songs. Okusali nyimba. So the way how it used to work, you'd go download all these songs, get songs from different people, And then after getting these songs, people would come with their memory cards, with their phones. Then you put songs on their memory cards. Then they would play music via their phones. It was a huge business that time. So I did that for a while. I did that from like 2010. I was doing that partially. Then in 2011, I did it permanent. I opened up an office and, started doing that. Started cutting songs. That's how we used to call it. Okusala nyimba. That's how we used to do it. And I did it for almost like 3 years. So during that journey, I was introduced to different programs. I was introduced to programs like Photoshop, and I was amazed. For example, it is Photoshop that showed me for the first time that actually, you know what? You can have a picture of a beautiful car, and you have your picture, you edit it, you cut yourself, you put yourself here on a car, you pose like as if you're seated or you're just besides that beautiful car. So it was really, really, really interesting. Then I kept on learning all these other programs. I almost taught myself everything that I know now in as far as computers are concerned. As I talk now, we are doing big, big, big things. We are designing websites. We are making commercials, adverts, video editing, doing very many things. But hey, it started with just an encounter that I had with computers. And this encounter was as simple as playing a song like this. And when I played it for the first time, the lyrics were more clear. I could now listen and hear the Luganda lyrics. A word which you used to hear and you could not get it well, this time I was grasping it very well. You could hear the lyrics of R&B songs and hear what they are saying. So I was like, if this is how computers play music, and I love music, I'll have to buy a computer. And in the next few years, I had to buy many computers. I bought laptops, bought this. Then I also started another business. It was called Vincent Computers, and under Vincent Computers, I started sharing the knowledge that I had acquired with other villagers, with other people. So I would teach them a course. It was called Basic PC course, and in this course, they would just teach them about Word, about how to play music, those simple things. I would teach them the basic things of like what is a PC, what is a computer, the history of computers. So it was a basic course, and it became a business. So if you see me today running .com thinkers, you may think, oh, this guy is major. But I have 16 years of playing with computers. As I talk now, we are one of the leading IT companies when it comes to things like digital marketing, when it comes to things like marketing and branding, when it comes to things like website designing. So we have gained a lot of experience in what we are doing, and guess what? It's now what we are basing on to do what we are doing today. Thank you.
.com Thinkers Limited. We major in website designing and hosting. .com Thinkers, thinking digitally to solve your problems.